Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Several weeks ago we published a video on cord cutting and some of my experiences with cutting cable out of the equation when it came to TV viewing. And today I wanted to share with you another solution that's going to be excellent for those of you who are looking to reduce the cost of cable and just consuming media in HD and also taking advantage of what's available over the air. So let's take a look at Tablo. This is a TV antenna DVR with Wi-Fi. Now, as we've cut cable and have been using YouTube TV, one of the things I've been looking for is an alternative to local channels. While local channels are available on YouTube TV, I was looking for something that's going to be able to support local DVR services and cover the entire home. That's where Tablo comes in. So I wanted to share with you my experience with this product, why you should consider something like this, and how can you continue to live cord-free. Let's go ahead and check it out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notified when new videos become available. Now, as you cut the cord, there are certain things that you start missing. Depending on what solution you've chosen, you may start to miss not having a DVR. And especially when it comes to some of the over-the-air channels. And what I've learned is that there's a lot of over-the-air content that is available, but if you don't have a device that's going to allow you to record it, it becomes kind of a moot point and you start missing cable and you kind of give in to the cost all over again. Now, regardless if you're having satellite cable or traditional cable, those solutions come with a DVR service that allows you to record your shows. So as I've been doing some research, I was looking for a solution that's going to give me that type of experience for local channels that would give me the ability to record. Also, what I wanted to do is be able to stream that content across all the devices we have in our home. So while we have TVs, we have tablets, phones, and laptops, I find that depending on who you're talking to in my home, you're going to find some people consuming content here, some consuming here, here, or here. So I wanted to be able to provide content across all these different devices. I also didn't want to have to worry about a specific hookup in every single room where we had a device, but also give people access to the content that they recorded, regardless of how they wanted to consume it. And that's where a solution like this comes in. The Tablo solution is going to have network access in my home. It is going to have a hardwired HD antenna connected to it. And then what it will do is it will record, because it has two tuners, which means it can record two stations at the same time, the content that I have on my local stations, and which once you start looking at what's available, there's a lot of content available. And then it's going to allow me to stream it. So let's take a look at this solution, how it works, and why you should consider a full home DVR for over-the-air content. So let's look at some of the specs that we're seeing here. So first of all, this is a dual tuner, so you're going to be able to record two channels at the same time. This does not require a additional hard drive as some solutions we've seen in the market, or even Tablo had at one point. This comes with a 64 gig internal storage capacity that will allow you to store up to 40 hours of HD content without having to have any additional investment. It is supporting a lot of the, I would say, solutions that are out in the market today where we're consuming content, especially if you're a cord cutter. So Apple, it's definitely available on the Apple Store. There's a Roku channel for it, Google, Amazon, and also you can get it from Microsoft as well. The solution is both a solution that can be consumed wirelessly and wired. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the process of setting this up and seeing what kind of content you're going to be able to stream. Let's see what's inside the box first. Now, inside the box, you're going to have a power adapter, a Ethernet cable, a user guide, and your Tablo dual tuner. Now, this is a pretty simple solution. As you can see, it's very small. Put my hand right on top of it. It's very much the size or comparable to the size of a lot of these little Kodi boxes that we reviewed, or the Android TV boxes. Also close to what you would expect from a Roku, an Apple TV, those kind of devices. So it has a little LED that's going to light up here. On the back, this is where you would put in your antenna for your HD antenna. It has it looks like a little power button here. USB that you can use for maybe additional external storage, their Ethernet, and then your power. Has some rubberized feet on each one of the corners that are going to keep it in place. And again, it has a very, very low footprint. And remember, this is the type of box that it's not going to be something that you'll need to point a remote to. This is not something that has to be visible. It just has to be connected, powered, and have access to the antenna, and then we'll stream all the content we need just as if we were using our cable provider. All right, guys, so here is what you will expect once you launch your browser or the app for the Tablo DVR. Very similar to what you see with a lot of cable providers or over streaming solutions. So these are all the channels or the cover art for the channels that and the content that's available. And you notice that this is showing prime time. If I click here, I'm going to see my device. I'm going to be able to go to TV shows and see, again, thumbnail view of all the TV shows. And again, this is all free content that's available. And I can use it all. I can look at new. I could look at premiering content, right? I could look at by genre. I could look at by channels as well. And these are all the channels that I have, which we're going to see in a couple seconds. You could go through category by movie section. Again, some of these are a little bit dated in nature, but hey, this is free content. And you could also look at sports, right? If we go to live TV, this is what you are more familiar with. And oh, by the way, we do have scheduled and recording sections here if we had any. But let's go to live TV because live TV is going to be what you are used to seeing. So now with live TV, you're going to have the breakdown and you're going to be able to see the channels that I have. So these are the local channels, some of the local channels here in Chicago. Many of these are in 1080p, some at 720, and some even at 480. So all you do is you select the channel that you'd like to see. You have the option to record by choosing record, seeing more information, or you can start streaming and playing. Now, keep in mind, again, this is using the antenna, the HD antenna to bring in this content. And it's going to take a couple seconds to load, as you can see as it's going on here, but it's going to do a couple things for you that are very similar to what you're experiencing with the cable TV boxes. What you can do is actually pause live TV, right? So it's been paused. You can hit play, and what you can do is actually go back in live TV if that's something that you wanted to do based on where you put the pause. So again, you're not going to be able to go all the way back. You know, you notice here that the timeline only shows a couple seconds because that's how much we've been streaming of this channel. But the overall quality is very, very good. I can come back here to the again the guide, and you'll notice that this little one is flashing. Let's see what else we have here. What we'll do is we'll go. There's a lot of news going on right now at this time. We'll use this. We'll go into this station right here. Let's go ahead and hit play. See what content comes up. And the only thing I would say is I do notice that there's a slight latency on the startup of each one of these channels, and that's as the stream comes in and as it starts supporting that ability to pause and the ability to go back. So, all right, so this one was something that it wasn't able to tune, so we'll go back. Let's see what else there is here. We'll try this one. We'll hit play. It's telling me that it started a minute ago. And we'll see if this one comes up a little bit faster or not. And once this gets going, we'll go ahead and be able to, again, do the same thing. So here's the channel. Here's the content that we see here. Audio is good. You can see you can go back 20 seconds, forward 30 seconds, depending on where you are. And also it's supporting the Chromecast. So you can notice that you can do the streaming here as I'm doing it from a PC. Again, pausing, as I can pause, and then I could again go back or forth based on what I'm viewing here. So streaming, again, well, I'd say outside of that slight pause that you see is what the experience would be like. Now you do have other things here, so we could go into schedule recordings, but let's go into settings since I have none. And wanted to talk about what is it that you'd have to pay for, because there is a subscription service. There's a free version, and then there's a paid for version, which we're going to see in a second. So first of all, I wanted to show you this is the internal storage, how much is being used. Again, the resolution. Then also what you can do is enable remote access so that you can access your home Tableau within your network outside. So that's pretty cool. The other thing is here are all the stations, and I'm going to click on the edit button just so that we can see that channel lineup for a second. And it's going to give you the channel, the health of the channel, right? And then the resolution for that channel. So you can see all this is free content. And again, the purpose with Tableau is how do you get cable-like experience when it comes to DVR capabilities to live TV? That's what we're seeing here. And the fact that you could do this for 2 channels at the same time. All right. So now when you start managing subscriptions, we're going to go into manage subscriptions. I want to show you what you'd have to pay for.
Now, from a subscription perspective, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at being able, if you go with the free, which you can, and just with the cost of the box, you're going to get 1 day TV guide data. You're going to have manual recording capabilities, live grid, a scheduled view, and then a recording view. Now, if you pay the $4.99, and again, this would be on top of having your internet service, right? Because this requires internet service. You now have all these additional features. So you have Prime TV view, movie view, sport view, filters, series info, or plot information. So it gives a lot of enrichment, gives you that cover art, record by series, and then the out-of-home streaming solution. If you don't care about those features, then you could just do the no subscription. But in my experience, having the subscription features are well worth it, especially at the price point of $4.99.
So guys, that concludes my review of the Tablo Dual TV DVR with Wi-Fi. If you have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment area. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, and see you in the next one.